Tonight, we drive down a sewer. Why do roadworks take so long?
Come on, put your back into it, you, man.
And we do some other things as well.
Well, firefighters across Greater Sydney are on high alert today as the city endures its fourth straight day of summer-like temperatures. A total fire ban has been declared for Sydney, the Blue Mountains, as well as the central and south coasts. That's the first in almost 3 years. The city is tipped to reach 33 today, while the mercury in Penrith expected to touch 35. That's 13 degrees above the September average.
Bushfires burning at emergency levels in parts of the country's east.
Bushfire emergency unfolding in our state's north. As we go to air, there are multiple fires threatening properties and serious concern for it.
Good evening. As we go to air tonight, RFS volunteers are battling bushfire emergencies which are threatening properties, with residents warned it's too late to leave.
Adventures, pack up your swag, let's go. All Aussie adventures. All Aussie adventures. Time to hit the road.
Reuben, Dan, Rick and Braden were four mates who shared a passion for adventure. They had been planning a trip down to New South Wales for literally minutes, and finally, the day had arrived. They loaded up their cars and bikes with camping gear and set off on the open road to first meet at Cafe Baylis on the south side of Brisbane. A quick jaunt across the New South Wales border, and the boys were ready for their first stop in Urbanville. The boys bought food, ice, and the admiration of the locals at the fact they were Queenslanders.
Bushfires burning at emergency levels in parts of the country's east.
The journey continued towards the Girard State Forest, where on the way, rain began to fall and the boys got wetter than a cucumber in a convent.
I am. That's crazy. I'm gonna make the call. Christmas Bravo 2, that's okay. Got a little water sack out. This is your father in his prime, Blake. Yeah, half my friends with working penis. Working testicles.
While the banter heated up, the other members of the group were plotting their next stop, which turned out to be Crooked Creek, located just outside of Tabulum. While there, the boys were greeted with offers of hot tea or coffee, but instantly chose to get into the beers and begin the festivities while trying to dry out their gear. Here's Dan with the on-scene report.
Lucky I wasn't wearing a white shirt.
Okay. Yeah, well.
Otherwise we would get demonetised on YouTube.
So, Dan,
Yes, mate.
what's happening out here?
Well, what's happened is the Bureau of Meteorology declared an El Nino. Queensland and New South Wales have been in the grip of bushfires, dry weather, high winds, low humidity for about 3 weeks. They've all been burning pretty badly. We jumped on the bikes and it started fucking pissing down. So you're welcome, fireys. We fucking saved you. Yeah.
Rubes, how are you feeling, mate? How wet are you?
No, I'm not cold or wet, no.
No? Oh, yeah, you don't look it.
No dramas here.
And what about the man with the wet weather gear that he put
I
on?
think I deserve so much praise when these two guys were whinging like, oh, I'm wet everywhere. Oh, my boots are wet now. Yeah, alright, we could have saved ourselves quite a bit. Crazy. What about yourself, Rick? The car? How did you go, mate?
Yeah, car's good. Yeah, I think the car's probably the way to go in the future.
Try underpants for freedom. Interesting. Hope you sleep well.
Camp bed review? Camp bed review?
Yeah, go have a look at Reuben's fucking.
Are you abusing my bed? I haven't even tried it.
I just think.
Can we get a shot of you in it, Rubes?
No.
Why not? You're going to have to sleep in it at some point, mate.
Because I'm mid-beer, I don't feel very adroit. Oh,
Come on.
Alright.
Do it for the gram, mate.
He doesn't feel very adroit.
I think if I can take my pants off.
Oh, alright, well, you don't have to do that for the
Not a
gram.
bad experience. That's the simulation. Come on, mate.
And I want a comfort rating when you're in too.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an upskirt there.
That thing's thinner than he is.
What a sheet of paper. Comfy?
Oh, mate. I'm home. I'm absolutely at home.
He's at home.
No, that feels good.
Good.
I'm
Good.
excited.
I'm
excited about
truly
that
glad
mattress,
for you.
I really am.
Excellent. That's good.
Big long boy tent for a long boy, isn't it?
Dan, we've got Dan's abode here.
Coming in. You're about to watch this pop as I get onto it.
Let's watch that bad boy blow.
Not going to be very graceful.
Oh, Rick, so close to me. Let's not waste any brick lane.
Oh, yeah, you're really loving that brick lane.
Oh, it is. He's like a salmon.
That looks comfortable, honestly. That looks comfortable. Is it good?
I'm giving this high 8s, my friend.
High 8?
That looks good.
Yeah.
That is comfy ass.
Good. That's excellent.
I'm going to sleep like a pharaoh. Who famously
Dead.
slept well.
They slept well when they were dead.
When they're in the afterlife.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you'll be drunk enough to be dead later, so no dramas there.
And Braden?
Perfect.
Braden's got the 3-man tent with the 1 man in it, the lonely man's travel kit.
The comfortable man. I'm not getting dripped on. Just my little sleeping bag.
As long as it's dry, that's all that fucking matters, I reckon.
The sleeping bag is fucking. Oh, so pasty. Mate, I'm jeans every day at work, so this is what we live with.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Fucking great. Fucking great.
Did you hop in yours, Rick, and give a review?
I didn't lie down in it.
Oh, hang on. Mate, come on.
Jump in.
It's still recording. I got windows down so I don't choke to death and fucking die.
That's good. I like this confection that you think your car seals that well.
Oh, all right.
Hardly waterproof, is it?
It's ambitious.
You got wetter than us. Oh my god, it's dark in there.
This is the dungeon.
Oh,
Living the fucking dream, mate.
it actually looks pretty freaking good.
I mean, the 10-centimetre foam is hard to argue with. It really is.
I've slept on that thing. It's great.
Foam's better than air. There's no way around it.
Look at that. In and out like a salmon.
He's in and out. Brilliant. Oh.
So the boys proceeded to complete the camp building process and sink tins. Completing a campsite is no easy feat, mind you, but by God, these boys managed to do it. Using their sheer wit and cunning, plus a bottle of citronella spray and a 12-volt mattress pump, they managed to get pissed, make dinner, and wash away the cold, wet embrace of the Crooked Creek campsite. One member of the group was enjoying the evening banter so much that he couldn't keep his eyes open. That was, until dinner was cooked.
Somebody's asleep already.
He's gonna miss out on din-dins.
Oh, and look how good dinner looks. Mmm.
Yeah, we cooked your sausages on 4 foil trays. That's the best way.
Show us how you turn them down.
Basically, what you do is...
Oh, yep, you get the multi-tool out. Yep. Oh, lovely.
Fire burns.
They're nearly done, I think.
Yeah, you're getting close.
Welcome back to Support Vehicle Diaries, day 2 here. Bit of a wet afternoon yesterday afternoon, but we all had a really good sleep. Rubes had the best sleep he's ever had, so that was nice for him. The boys actually bought some beers, and they were Bricklayer branded beers, and we ended up tipping out of a case of, I think it was 24, I think we tipped out 12 of them because they were so undrinkable, and now the car reeks like this shit fucking beer and my hands stink of it and everything. But we're on the road, we're headed to Casino. I got Rubes in front of me here, Rubes, Braden, and then Dan leading at the front. The road to Casino is a very nice road. Yesterday we had very, very shit roads. We had lots of roadworks and my car was scraping the rear wheels on the inside of the car, but that's right, there we go, Casino 65. So on our way there, you can see that the bushfires have been through here a little bit, but it's still pretty green and it is very, very lovely out here. The weather is like, for me, this is perfect temperature. It's honestly just so nice. Have my tracksuit pants on. It's lovely. Support vehicle checking out. Casino, New South Wales. Here with Reuben Burrow.
How do you do?
Thanks, James May.
I don't know what the plan is now.
None of us do.
All I know is I'm getting coffee and bacon and eggs.
Happy fucking day.
Very soon. And I'm almost dry.
Yeah, how's your dampness levels?
Having been wet for a good 12 hours.
Our other rider here he is. He's the sort of show up.
Smart one.
Dan, check in.
Hello.
How are you feeling, mate?
Yeah, really good, thanks. So much space in my gear without all the wet weather stuff. So much space in my pack. It's really paid off. I am chilly. It's fucking cold and wet.
Also extra space without that jumper in there.
Yeah, true. Bad packing by me.
So with high spirits, full bellies and wet t-shirts, the boys continued on to the beautiful town of Waluga.
Nothing quite like the open road stuck behind a Winnebago. Here we are.
Anyway,
Rubes,
cheers.
Dan,
Hello.
Rick. We are at.
Very expensive selfie stick.
We are at.
Woolgooga?
Woolgoogler at what was the guy's place? Sharon's place or something like that?
Sharon and Price.
Sharon and Price.
Sandy Beach is technically.
Sanctuary in Sandy.
Sandy Sanctuary.
Sandy Beach in New South Wales. So we better go and have a look at the bath. But this guy has all of his own little wooden projects around in the camp kitchen area, which gives it a very homely feeling. There's Dan's broken underwear.
I mean, what do we think about this bed base?
I'm not going to sleep on it.
I mean, it's not going to be that flat, is it?
No.
Nice idea.
Wow.
Ooh, that's kind of small. Yikes.
Hey Braden. Yep. Is your tent fucked? Yep, my tent's fucked. I would say that my biggest mistake was not putting my very full, normal at-home pillow inside my waterproof duffel bag inside my tent. So now when I get back to my tent, my pillow's going to be drenched wet. And that's a lot harder to deal with when it's not an inflatable pillow. Rick, any concerns with the rain, mate?
I don't know how waterproof my car is. So there might be a rust hole or two in the roof that might unstick me a little bit from sleeping in it tonight.
Really knock you down. Dr. Screven, any worries about the wet, my friend?
Oh, well, I mean, the tent's 10 years old, but she hasn't let me down yet, mate.
A few more beers in you, mate, you won't even notice.
A few more beers, I won't even notice. Quite right.
Finally, they had arrived at their first true paradise. A random hip camp booked 2 minutes before turning up. It was a wonderland of some dude's backyard. Baths were had, beers were shared, and lies were told. All round, it was a good night.
On a bushfire emergency.
Support vehicle check-in day 3. It's Sunday today. We've just been to Coffs Harbour, which is a place in New South Wales. We've got breakfast. We had breakfast at a cafe, the busiest cafe in the world, with no cleanliness standards whatsoever. You can see it's raining. And we got Dan a Esche jumper and some tracky dacks so he can be warm on top of some mountain that we're going to be on tonight. It's going to be 7 degrees or 9 degrees, I think it was actually. So that's going to be interesting. As you can see, I'm behind a, I don't know, Ford Territory or something. There's no motorbikes around. There's none next to me. There's none in front, and you probably won't be able to see in the back, but there's none behind me. I don't know where they are, but I didn't go to the service station. I probably should have, but I got ice, and I gave the rest of my ice to a pretty nice guy. He was living in his car. He had no shirt on in this weather, but he wanted my free ice and he took it, and he just kept saying, "Nice car, brother, nice car." So I gave him the full tour of the Volvo, and he couldn't get over it. He said, "What a sleeper, mate, what a sleeper." Anyway, I just put $40 of fuel in, and she's full on the old needle there. There we go, maybe a shot there. Bit tricky to do all this while I'm driving. Anyway, I've got 2 hours ahead of me in the support vehicle. I've got a lot of Braden's gear. No, I'm only kidding. Only his wet weather gear or something like that. But yeah, an hour and 46 minutes to go until we are at the next campsite, which I'm sure will be very dry. So I will talk to you all later. That's end of support vehicle day 3. beautiful road. My goodness. In the dry, this road would be fucking magical. I am on, I think it's the Waterfall Road at the moment. And it's bloody lovely. All the jacarandas around at this time of year. All the cockatoos on the ground over there. It's so green. It's going to be even more green soon. All this fucking rain. And a little bit of roadworks thrown in, but yeah, no. Beautiful spot. It's so lovely out here. I like this very much. We just left Dorrigo. The boys had a couple of coffees at the cafe there. Very nice cafe. The food looked bloody amazing. And now we are on the way to the campsite. It's about, what does that say there? 49 minutes away. It is currently 2:08 p.m. and as you can see, visibility is quite low. And I've got the 3 motorbikes in front of me. I don't know if you can see that, but they are there. And it feels like the rain has set in. I don't know if they're going to be able to find a dry spot to put the tents. I'm not sure, but I hope so, because it's been very cold and very wet for all of them this far. But I've got the warmth of my unshielded transmission tunnel in here with the heater broken, and it's actually been bloody lovely. I'm fogging up a bit because I've got the window up to do the voiceover, so it's all good fun here, really. Very nice road. I really like this aesthetic. This is a very, very lovely looking campsite. It might even be nice because it's, well, it's not nice because it's wet, but I think that kind of adds something to it. You got the fog coming in and stuff. This campsite looks fucking great. I'm gonna catch up. I'm only in first. Ooh, off-roading. Better get second. There we go. Oh, look how beautiful and green all that is there. It says total fire ban, but I feel like the risk of a fire running away in this weather is probably pretty low. Ah, so beautiful. What a spot. How are we feeling, guys?
Chilly, but thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
Not on the bike, is it good?
Oh, Rick, get a motorbike. Come motorcycle camping.
You son of a... Anyone watching this video see this, I am selling my bike.
Bikesales.com. Oh, and we do have
Never off-roaded.
fucking cookers.
Having a good time, Rick?
Yeah, man. I'm loving it. Well, you guys have done all the hard work today.
Well, not really.
I've just sat on my ass.
Well, we happen to be sitting on our asses. It was just fucking cold. I'd actually say if I had to point to one major issue, it would be all the sitting on my ass on the bike. That's the biggest problem I've got. Too much of that.
film set of Twilight.
Oh, hang on a minute. What the fuck is that?
It's free real estate.
That'll tell the story. Yeah.
Oh, there's a thing hanging up over there too.
Yeah. You know, all this is relatively pointless because it's all going to get wet tomorrow. 5 minutes into the ride.
Come on, best buds.
Wet noise. Join? I'll be the girl. See, you're a big girl. I'm going to get my arm up and over you. She's 6'2", this one.
The boys set up camp, cracked a few cold ones and bedded in for a night around the furnace. After trying to cook chicken on the state government provided barbecues, they found the reason why they were so clean. It was due to lack of use and no gas. After finally finishing the half-cooked chicken on the top of the furnace, the final logs were added and they shut their eyes.
So cool.
Más allá de esos grandísimos retos que le esperan al nuevo presidente en medio de las múltiples crisis del país, Joe Biden se enfrenta a la difícil tarea de no defraudar. Cada uno de nosotros tenemos deseos y preocupaciones. Más allá de
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Joe Biden.
Good morning, viewers. Day 4. Today we have a shorter drive ride ahead of us. We're going to Armidale, and I just saw on the sign it's 68 kilometres away. And then from Armidale, of course, the motorcycle camping breakfast of a cafe, but then Deepwater, which is where we have a Airbnb booked, which is a bank, an old historic bank that some guy is renting out in the town of Deepwater, New South Wales. All day yesterday we had rain. Last night it rained basically the whole time. I'm gonna have to grab 5th here. Yes, as I was this morning, but you may or may not be able to see, it's actually not raining right now on this road. So that's something. That's probably the first time it hasn't rained in 3 days-ish, I think. So that's good. Reuben's underwear will be drying out on the back of his bike, I'm sure. So Armadale and then Deepwater. I'll try and get some nice shots of the bank, some artistic shots of the bank. But it's very lovely, 6th gear, very lovely countryside out here. It is just beautiful. And of course it is the support vehicle checking in, and you may be able to see I'm doing support vehicle things today for a couple of members of the troop. She opened up a bit, and then some roadworks, and now this truck's flying a big kite. But there's also some motorbikes stuck behind me as well. You may see. I don't know if you'll see them, but they are there. They got to smell me in the campsite at night, and then they've got to smell the car while they follow it during the day. Here we are, Deepwater. We've got the pub. Very quiet little town. And as the camera pans on the right, that's our Airbnb. That is the bank in Deepwater. Oz flag out the front, pretty cool. Very nice little spot. We haven't even had any rain today, which has been half the battle. I'm here a little bit earlier. Boys will be coming down that road very shortly. Here they come. Jeez, I started that bloody recording nice and early. I can see they've been stuck behind a Mitsubishi Challenger. Outlander, whatever the fuck that piece of shit is. But here they are. The boys are back in town. Oh, Braden's bike sounds like absolute shit. I don't know if he was doing that on purpose or not, but it kind of sounds like it's cammed actually. Oh, poor fella. This bank is fucking sweet. Here's the other corner around Deepwater. Oh, we got the grey Nomad sitting in the corner over there. I took the prime position in the garage. You'll soon see. Look at this place. I can hear Braden's tears dropping on the ground now. How'd you go, guys?
So it turned out that the bank was beautiful and provided plenty of warm water for showers and cold fridge space for beers. The boys started up the fireplace, dried their boots, and made the journey all the way across the road to the local pub. The pub was open from 8 a.m. till late, and on a Monday night there were 5 other patrons all getting their fill before work on Tuesday.
Dan, would you like to give us an overview of the evening and the morning?
We're all hungover and guns fuck.
Short, concise. I'm not sure if you could air it, but...
Yeah, no. Look at that one on the television.
I'm thrilled about my bike being referred to.
Good morning. Support vehicle check-in, day number 5. We have just left Deepwater, just then. And Deepwater was beautiful. Our accommodation, I would highly recommend it. Go and find the B&B, stay in the old bank. Very nice. It was so good to have a shower after 4 days of, well, not really showers. Had a cold one here and there. We spent a good few hours at the pub last night. There was only like 5 other patrons throughout the whole night, so I mean it wasn't Monday night, but we're on holiday, that's my excuse, so we can be in the pub. We are heading to Inverell, Dan and Rubes, and apparently I've been to some campsite in Inverell when I had my Falcon Turbo Falcon. So yeah, it's only an hour and 15-minute drive to Inverell. I can see there's some roadworks along the way. We have had a little dust up though. Braden's bike hasn't been too well. Not 100% sure what it is, but take that negative battery terminal off and those engine codes go away for long enough to, well, hopefully ride to Inverell. I should be able to support the boys from the vehicle here, but the scenery around here is just lovely. I can see where either they've had controlled burning or bushfires, I'm not quite sure, but it's still very lovely out here. It's very nice. We cooked up bacon and eggs this morning, so we did a bit of camp cooking at the house. But yeah, really nice. And the roads aren't too bad, so yeah, support vehicle checking out until next time.
A few minutes later.
Merging is the big problem. Being in emergency operation mode is, like they say, you can still find a rider.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I think I read that.
Engine symbol on appears on the display, that's what we have.
Yep, and then yeah, warning light on.
Do your best, silicon the rest.
General warning light flash.
No, there's no problem. Supposedly. No, I don't, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't write different names. Yeah. Except off the
That'll be good.
emissions thing.
This isn't actually COVID.
Yeah, like a little homemade condom.
I thought they did.
Oh, maybe they did. They might have
Done that before?
Done it a few times myself.
You normally work in the shed with your dad, right?
I've got a catalyst converter, I think it is.
I do.
That one too.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
How high are your spirits right now?
Pretty low. I'm spending large amounts of money to get the bike fixed. I need to have it die in the middle of the bush.
Do you want to explain the problem to the ladies and gentlemen at the phone?
BMW electronics.
Really good.
Whenever there's a problem with the V-Strom.
Yeah. How long's the route that you picked in? You picked a nice long one?
Just been on the outskirts of Emmaville. We did have to stop. Braden's bike basically just stopped on him, and then it was making some really weird clicking noises, and we found what the problem was, and there's apparently some sort of, I don't know, throttle controller doobawacky thing that is for emissions or the stock exhaust systems or something like that. So we literally just unplugged the fucking thing, and I've got the module controller box sitting in the car, and he's away again. So I mean, that's good. Still headed to Inverell. I think I can't remember what the sign said, 75 k's or something like that. We're on a bit of a back road. I mean, still bloody lovely out here. But Braden's definitely limping the bike, I don't know, to Inverell, and then hopefully home. But look at the view. Look how nice it is. We've finally got a fucking cracker of a day. It's beautiful. No rain. Clouds are out, but there's no rain. So happy fucking days. It really looks like they need some rain out this way. Anyway, support vehicle diaries checking out. Again, day 5 part, I don't know, 2 or 3. About high time I did a Volvo check-in. Volvo's going pretty good. Getting, I don't know, 10, 11 litres to the 100 on these roads. Trying to avoid all the kangaroos that are 1 dead but 2 alive on the sides of the roads. I've got an extra pack on board, and the tyres are scrubbing a little bit extra. Hello, we've got a hazard light come on for us. We must be stopping. Oh, I can't. It's hard to change gears with bloody one hand. Yeah, give it some fucking throttle, mate. That'll help it. Get the fucking cobwebs out of her. Ah, she's good now. Italian tune-up works fucking every time. Look at this. A red line a day keeps the mechanic away, boys. Yeah, Volvo check-in. I mean, rattles and squeaks, but it's all just, you know, interior. More rattles and squeaks than a millionaire's baby, or in our case, Uncle Andy's nephew. Very much liking the driving. But yeah, happy days in Volvo land. Hello again, viewers. Support vehicle here. We've just left Inverell, the Sapphire City, where the girls are pretty good. Yeah. Of note, we've just done, and I missed it on bloody camera, but my trip meter just clicked over 1,000 k's. I'll try and get a shot of it here. You might be able to see it down there. So, we've done around 1,000 kilometres on this trip. Tonight is our last camp night. We are heading to Copeton Dam, which, as described by Dan and Reuben, is one of their top spots. I'm not sure if it is the top, but it's one of the top, so, you know, I'm happy with that. Apparently I have been here before, but I don't really remember much of it. We drank monkey juice or ooze monkey or some fucking thing from the bottle shop, so that's probably why I don't remember any of it. But very dry out here, and Copeton Dam, everybody. How's that? I can smell it, actually. I know you can't, but I can smell that. It's alright. It's not too bad. Not sure if I'll swim or not. On the beach here. Got the dam office up behind me. Boys probably having smoko in there. What a bloody spot. I like it.
Finally, the boys had reached their destination, Copeton Dam. And what a sight it was for their $60 and no campfire. As the night went on, the wind picked up and hunger set in. Packet pizza on the campsite gas cooker was on the menu. This would mark their final night together as a group of 4, but 2 of the group were continuing on for another night out past Stanthorpe.
Good morning, viewers. It is insert day here, day 6 I think it is. We've left Copeton Dam, which is an awesome campsite. We've been to Inverell for our motorcycle camping breakfast, which is a $28 bacon and eggs. We've gotten fuel and we are now heading to a place called Texas, which is going to get us back across the border. And then Reuben and Dan are going to go to Stanthorpe, and Braden's going to head back to the Sunshine Coast, and I'm going to head back to North Brisbane. So this is pretty much where the trip ends, I guess. It's been good. We've actually had some really good weather, like the past 2 days. Started out awfully, but it's much improved now, so happy days. And he's gone. We're back in Queensland, boys. Feels good to be home. Home of the 4X Gold. Home of road safety and road enforcement. Home of bouncing all over the fucking joint. Potholes. Home of all the chicken shops at Toowoomba. We're in Texas, boys. Texas, Queensland. And what a day for it. What a day. Just a quick check-in. I'm outside Gatton at the moment. From Gatton I'll then head to Brizzy, North Brizzy, and that'll be home. The Volvo has hit 340,000. Not bad going. Not sure how many times around Australia that might be, I really couldn't tell you. But kind of impressive. I mean, how's your axles? They're still good, so not bad going. There's still life in the old girl yet. People were ripping on me, you know, for not having a radio and stuff, but you know, when you got 8 cylinders of soundtrack, do you really need a radio? You know what I mean? You feel me?